Hello, church, and welcome back to Living Prayer. It's day 23, and we're going to be looking at Exodus 28 today, specifically verses 29 and 30, and the phrase written on our hearts. And so, in this passage, we're going to be reading about the priestly garments and all that they would wear and how they would be designed and to look. And you may be thinking, that's not something I wear, and probably not. However, there are still some truths and some applications that we can look at and see how we can be living prayers. So looking at verses 29 and 30 in Exodus 28, the word of God says, "So Aaron shall bear the names of the sons of Israel on the breastplate of decision on his heart, when he goes into the holy place to bring them to regular remembrance before the Lord. And on the breastplate you shall put the Urim and the Thummim, and they shall be on Aaron's heart when he goes in before the Lord. Thus Aaron shall bear the decision of the people of Israel on his heart before the Lord regularly." And so Exodus 28, it pulls back the curtain on a powerful truth. Prayer is not merely spoken, it is carried. Every time they would go into the holy place, the high priest would be wearing this stuff on their heart, on their breastplate, and thinking about the people that they were representing and the prayers of on their behalf and interceding for them. The high priest did not enter God's presence empty-handed. They would carry the names engraved. Every step they would take into the holy place was an act of intercession. This living prayer, when life itself becomes an offering before God. So the breastplate rested over the heart, reminding them and reminding us that prayer is not first about words, but about weight. Whom do you carry? What are you carrying? What are the people, or who are the people that you are thinking about and carrying? Is it maybe family or children, friends, co-workers, neighbors? We all have people in our hearts that we need to be bringing before the Lord daily, living that prayer, praying on their behalf, praying for restoration, for healing, for hope, and maybe even forgiveness at times. So the high priest would be carrying this in on their hearts, thinking about the people of Israel, just like how we every day need to be thinking about those in our lives that we can be living prayers on behalf of. So you may be thinking there's two phrases here that you may not see much, but the Urim and the Thummim. These were symbols of God's guidance and truth, and they would rest there as well. Living prayer listens just as much as it speaks. It seeks God's decisions, not in judgment, not as a condemnation, but as divine clarity. When we carry matters for the Lord consistently, we learn to trust His wisdom over our own. And so what I challenge you with today, church, and this, when you're watching this video, when you're doing your contemplative living prayer, carry people intentionally. Think about the names today as you're going about your life and pray and intercede for them, because we have a high priest, Jesus, who is interceding on our behalf, and we can go to with our prayers and with our needs and our devotion for Him. I also challenge you, let your decisions rest in God's presence. Maybe you're having a big decision coming up and you need to think, what do I do? Living prayer, turn it to God, go to Him before you make an action, or even in the moments of just remembrance, of routine. I pray and I challenge you to use those moments to seek God and to pray. In those car rides, in your commute, at your family's dinner, wherever you may be, I challenge you to be a living prayer and to write the names of those on your heart.